Oh,
Wrong universe.
oh,
Wrong
okay.
universe.
Raw. It's a vampire noise.
Just Sean, just intro the video.
I'm Sean, Katie, John. Trailer for Morbius has come out. Now there was a teaser released earlier on this year, and sort of everyone lost their minds over it because what's he called? What's he called? Michael Keaton's going to be in it. Not only is Michael Keaton going to be in it, there was also a poster where it showed you Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man that had murderer over the top of it.
Well, we don't know if it looked like
it was Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
I know, but it looked like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, but then it also could have just been Tom Holland's Spider-Man.
That doesn't make any sense.
How could it not make any sense?
Because it was Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. They look different.
I know they look different, but why would Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man be deemed as a murderer? What had he done to be deemed as a murderer?
Well, Harry Osborn's dead. Norman Osborn's dead.
Yeah, but they don't know.
Eddie Brock's dead. Dr. Octopus is dead.
Yes, but he saved them from the villains.
Yeah, but they don't
That's
know
not...
that. Remember.
But then why would Michael Keaton be in it?
I don't know.
Different universe.
Well, we don't know. The multiverse,
Sean.
Katie. What did Kang say? You're saying nothing yet. Did he say that? He didn't say that, did he?
You're spouting crap.
Anyway, we're going to react to this. Jared Leto,
Yeah.
main character, joining the pantheon of people that have been in Marvel and DC. Thankfully, it's Marvel and not DC this time. Come at me, DC fam. Yes. Anyway, let's react. See if we get any more Spider-Man things. Oh. Oh.
Isn't half creepy looking?
You need a doctor? I am a doctor.
Huh.
I should have died years ago.
Oh.
People all over the world have my disease.
I'm here to find a cure. We have to push the boundaries, take the risks. If you're gonna run, do it now.
Yeah, it's part of the Sony verse, isn't it?
Yeah.
Michael Morbius, you've been missing for 2 months.
Dr. Michael Morbius.
Found on a container ship that washed up off of Long Island.
That's creepy music, like.
What did you do to yourself, Doc?
Oh.
I wish I knew.
I thought it said that brought it far from home, but it's not even out yet.
Not exactly. I have
Wait.
increased strength and speed and some form of bat radar.
Hey.
God, that looked cool.
Oh, his eyes. Oh, his ears. Oh, his eyes again. It's flying.
What? You can fly.
What's that called?
Inside of me. Wants to hunt and consume blood.
Everyone knows you have to call your vampires Michael. A famous actor.
Half the city wants to kill you.
We haven't had anything this good since that thing in San Francisco.
The other half wants to control
Isn't that thing in San Francisco?
Dr. Mike, you and I should
What?
stay in touch.
What, you mean Venom? Yeah. Yeah, I got it.
I know, I just freaked out a bit.
Save a life. But I don't know what I'm capable of.
God, he looks so creepy.
You save lives, you don't take them. Are you here to heal the world?
Oh my god.
Destroy it.
It's a really good actor that's in this film.
Who the hell are you, man?
I'm scared. It's Dr. Michael Morbius at your service.
Right, so hold on. Right, okay, no, nah. Right, so nah. I don't even. My brain's a buzz. Because one, we say Oscorp, the building.
Yeah.
There's only one Spider-Man universe where Oscorp is really prevalent, and it's the Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So is that then saying that this is taking place in that universe? Because
we haven't seen Venom in the Amazing Spider-Man universe.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So if
But then Michael Keaton's in it.
Exactly.
That's all three.
This is mind-boggling stuff. Not only that, but we saw Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man thing,
But then it said murderer, but
which is alluding to Tom Holland's.
what is going on? What in the multiverse?
Right, okay. So before we blow our own heads off,
Dear.
first thing that needs to be said is he looks ridiculously cool.
Oh dear.
Like, that's cool. He looks cool there. Yeah, so in the comics, Morbius is actually quite a tragic character because he is trying to help the world. He isn't necessarily an anti-hero because he does sometimes do evil things just because he's a bad guy. But
Yeah.
he doesn't quite come under the...
It seems like they might be
villain.
going for the more anti-hero look from
Yeah.
this trailer, though. Like it
Very
looks
venomish.
like there might be like another vampire, because you saw like someone jump off it. It looked like a building. And it was like purpley.
I thought that was him.
I didn't think it was. I mean, it might be him, but I don't think he looked purple whenever he did that weird fly thingy.
See?
Black cat.
What the absolute Peter Parker is going on? Rhino? If it's Rhino... Right, yeah, I hope you all can see that. So what it says there is it says Rhino on the loose. Obviously, The Amazing Spider-Man 2 ended with Rhino on the loose.
Zoo Hawksville as well.
What the Charles Dickens is going on? I haven't got the foggiest what anything.
There's so much. What is,
Like, is the idea of this, because everyone knows that the Sonyverse is happening now. They've officially named it the Sony Spider-Man verse, or whatever they want to call it.
yeah.
So if that's the
Well,
case,
that's basically like a side. It's basically like its own multiverse, a part of the Marvel universe.
yeah, and obviously we know what the ending for Venom 2 is. We haven't seen it, but we know one of the things that happens
Yeah.
at the end.
Thanks to spoilers.
Thanks to spoilers. So the thing is it meant to be then saying all of these people are essentially joining the MCU, but their primary universe is the Sonyverse?
I don't even think it's a Sony universe anymore. I think they're basically just Sony are making the movies, but they're a part of the Marvel universe.
Because there's going to be a lot of money in it, no matter what they're doing in there.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't matter. That's probably why.
But this in it is just so confusing because there's too many like different
Elements, I know. It's like if Michael Keaton's in it, then you have to assume that it's Vulture,
yeah.
right? Because it's Spider-Man. This is a part of the Spider-Verse, as it's called.
Yeah.
He's referencing Venom,
Which we've seen in two universes.
which makes sense because
Well-
his primary universe is the Sonyverse, but he's now in the MCU.
Yeah.
But then I'm sorry if you all don't think that this is the case, but having Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man there, just in any capacity, as in a picture of him, is him referencing Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But the fact that it shows you Oscorp, the big building, is really questionable because, yeah, the Osborns were in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, but Oscorp itself wasn't a big of a deal in that. It was more about Harry and Norman more than the company. But in The Amazing Spider-Man 2,
You did see it.
it was one of the main things.
Yeah.
You know,
And
it was
plus Rhino.
this shady company that was dealing in weapons and genetics and stuff like that, and obviously this with Rhino as well. It's like, what are we supposed to
in
think?
which universe is this? Maybe maybe this is deliberate. Maybe this is because maybe from linking in from Far From
No Way
No
Home.
Way Home, not Far From Home, No Way Home. It's like messing up everything. I don't know.
So this is coming out in when? Did it say?
January.
January, so it's coming out after Spider-Man.
Yeah.
We do know that supposedly Sony and Marvel are very interested in continuing on the respective Spider-Man films. So they want like another Tobey Maguire film, another Andrew Garfield film, and obviously they're going to put more money into Tom Holland as Spider-Man as well.
Oh my God.
But I saw a thing that apparently either No Way Home or sometime down the future, what's actually going to happen is Tom Holland Spider-Man's going to get the symbiote on him, and he'll become his version of that version of Spider-Man.
Right.
Which is, I haven't got the foggy. I mean, I don't even care about things like the Secret Avengers anymore. All I care about is what the hell is going on with the Spider-Verse. Because I haven't got the foggiest what the game plan is.
Every time I think I understand it, they just throw a curveball to confuse us.
It's so infuriating.
Unless they've done this deliberately to...
Yeah, blow people's minds.
Yeah, as a way to, like, confuse people.
Tyrese Gibson. Strange seeing him in something that isn't Fast and Furious. What's that?
I have no idea. Maybe he's got some kind of illness or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that is Tobey Maguire's.
Yeah, that's Tobey. I didn't even see that shot in the trailer when I was watching it there. Yeah, that's it. That's Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man with Murderer over it.
Which implies Tom Holland's Spider-Man.
Yeah. So what the absolute heck is going on? Like, I have not got the foggiest what image they're going to try and paint here.
Oh.
What?
Wait, play that again.
You and I should stay in touch.
How did I not notice him?
You must have talked over it.
You and I should stay in touch.
So, in that shot, he's in a prison jumpsuit.
Yeah.
Hey, Dr. Mike. You and I should stay in touch.
And he's then talking to Adrian Toomes, who's in prison at this moment. God, brain's gonna melt in a minute because I haven't got the foggiest. I don't know. I don't know.
I feel like from when Spider-Man comes out, it's just going to be... Everything will become clear.
Madness. I don't think they can claim now, Sony or Disney, I don't think they can claim that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are not going to be in this Spider-Man movie. I think the odds of them being in that movie now are at like 99 to 1.
A lot higher than what it was.
Yeah, 99%. I'm 99% sure that they're in it.
When like we hadn't seen like the teaser or anything, and it was just speculation. It was a little more difficult because everyone was apparently in the movie.
Well, I know there was supposed to be a second trailer released for it quite recently, but there was a disagreement between Disney and Sony, and apparently the disagreement was over whether or not Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire should be shown. That's supposedly...
Well, I mean, the thing is, though, I feel like if they did, it would just up the hype because then everyone would be like, okay, we know they're in it. So what?
It's interesting, isn't it? Because it's two different sides of that coin. You can either not show everyone, so everyone is desperate to find out if they're actually in it, or you can show them, in which case everyone will go, holy crap, this might be the best thing ever. We need to go and see it.
Either way, it's making a lot of money. But I just wonder...
Yeah, Spider-Man's just going to blow the roof off the joint.
I'm just curious, because this, I feel like, was kind of... This kind of got shelved, this movie. When was it the first... When the teaser came out? Was it 2020? Must have been. Because we reacted to it, didn't we?
No.
I thought we did. It was definitely 2020 because they kept on pushing it back with the pandemic. This just kept on getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. And now it's coming out in 2022.
Coming out after Spider-Man.
Yeah.
So I was right when I said it about Venom.
They deliberately pulled it forward.
Because there was something big in it. So...
And they're releasing this after Spider-Man. God.
Also, the other thing with Spider-Man
Maybe we'll only understand this once we've seen Spider-Man. The confusing... Like, why there's so many different...
Maybe, yeah. I think... Supposedly the 5 villains that are in it have been announced and confirmed for Spider-Man. Doc Ock, Green Goblin, Electro, Sandman, and the Lizard. There isn't a sixth one. There's just 5 of them. But then there's every chance that Venom will show up. Daredevil might show up. It's already got Doctor Strange in it.
I mean, why not just throw Morbius in there?
Yeah.
Why not? Just go the full blow.
It is absolutely mad. But talking about this and not Spider-Man, I think it looks actually quite good.
Mhm.
Jared Leto is sometimes a talented actor. I say sometimes. I know he has a lot of fans, but sometimes he doesn't make very good films.
I don't know if that's just the writing and the films, or if that's him.
In most things that I've seen him in, he's a good actor.
Yeah, I just want to say, usually whenever he's not been a good movie, you can, like Suicide Squad was obvious that was just a bad movie. I don't think it was necessarily him.
Yeah.
But no, I think it looks good. I think it's Do you think there'll be any reference to like Blade in this?
That's the other thing, isn't it?
Because
might be.
Blade's been announced, isn't it?
Mahershala Lynch, yeah.
Jeez. I just don't know. Seeing all of that, it just confused me. And I didn't expect to be so confused with this movie.
No. This movie's presented what could possibly have very long ramifications in the MCU and in the Sonyverse.
I'm just going to refer to this one universe now. Because with the multiverse, you'd kind of just argue that the Sonyverse is the MCU. It's just an extended version.
Yeah. Anyway, let us know down in the comments what you think. Tell us which universe you think he belongs to. Tell us how you think the story will go. Do you think he'll be in No Way Home? Do you think we'll have any of the Spider-Mans in this? Then like the video, subscribe, ding the bell to be notified when we upload. We upload every day. Anything else you want to say?
No, I'm Marvel loves to confuse me. My brain is just, I don't.
Like fiddling with our brains. Thank you for watching.
I need to know.